I love the way it enables you to see the world.
I think it's amazing because it gives you tools with which to view the world and make sense of the world.
It has the power to change the world, to make it a better place.
In a nutshell, economics to me is the study of human behaviour.
Economics is the science of understanding how our society works.
It gives you a way of thinking about problems, which you can then apply in so many different ways.
You can understand how and why people make decisions, how societies make decisions, and what are the consequences.
Observing human behaviour and challenging ideas to better understand
How we create fairness, how we structure our society and our economy to make sure everyone has the best possible life.
So it's funny to say economics is cool, but I actually do think economics is cool.
It's all about understanding people and the incentives that drive behaviour.
You can take concepts that are important to people every day in their everyday lives and incorporate them into your work. So I spend a lot of time looking at people's quality of life and what they want to get out of life and how we can actually help achieve that through programs and interventions.
I love being able at any moment, at any dinner party or on the street or in an elevator to engage with anybody in the society about the situation he or she is facing.
I get to travel with my work, so I get to travel across various countries, ranging from Paris and New York through to local villages in Laos and India.
I love traveling. I'm from Italy. I work and study in Belgium, I work in Spain, and then I came to Australia. Every time I moved, it was thanks to economics. I dropped everything that I had in one country and I just moved.
You can pick up the newspaper and you can see a big issue on the front page. And economics is a way to understand what's going on behind the headlines.
And have a model in my head of how to attack that problem, how to get a grip on that problem intellectually. I love that.
I think when young people think about economics, they think, oh, it's like Wall Street and banks and business. And a lot of the time it's not about that at all.
People forget about economics as a discipline because there's this thought that you're either left or you're right-brained. But I actually think economics kind of branches both of those.
In our world, most of the problems we have, like from environmental problems to wars,
Things like our ageing population, inequality in health outcomes.
How are we going to deal with global poverty? How are we going to fight back against populism and many of the unfortunate political trends in our world? Lots of these things are rooted in economics. And if you understand those things, then you can not just be an observer, but you can be a participant in dealing with those challenges.
When I was in high school, I had no idea that economics was important. And then I started my university education as a business school student and took some economics courses. Then I realized I really like economics and switched to economics degree.
I was lucky enough to have a teacher actually come to me and say like, oh, you care about politics and issues and things like that. I think you'd be really good at economics.
I made that switch because I realized with economics I can use my mathematical skills and verbal skills and study human behavior using mathematical models, which was fascinating to me.
It was the best decision I ever made. It helped me take all of these pieces that were flying around about developing countries and rich countries and manufacturing, agricultural, housing markets, and it gave me a system to not only understand it, but talk about it in such a way that we could change it and make it better for everyone.
As an economist, there's many different fields that you can practice in. One area right now that is building is this idea of incorporating economics research in the tech world.
You can be a behavioral economics, you can be a labor economics, a trade economics, a climate change economics.
You could be an economist at a not-for-profit, so you can help a company figure out the best ways to approach a problem. To me, studying economics gives you the foundation. It gives you a way of thinking about problems, which you can then apply in so many different ways.
I think economics is empowering. I think understanding the world around you is an incredibly frightfully difficult task. So economics, as I say, it provides this centering force to say, okay, now what is the incentive of person A? What does that person most want? What's constraining them from getting what they want? And that gives you a degree of control, at least psychological control, over what you're seeing. That gives you an incredible degree of power. And if you are using that for good, in my mind, that's going to get the best for society. So
Economics is one of the best careers that give you skills and knowledge to help the society and to make the world a better place.
I love my job. I love being an economist.
Oh, I really love my job. I'm happy to come at work every morning.